Some people call me Robert. Oops. All right, I thought I had lined this up perfectly, but apparently I did not. How is everybody tonight? I was just finishing eating some fajita tacos that we had grilled for tonight. All right, we got a couple of folks in here. Sensor 226, welcome, welcome. Me with Knives, welcome if you're here. I think that was an earlier post, so I don't know if you're here just yet. This is going to be a kind of a short one because it is a holiday, and I want everybody to spend some time with their holiday. And I was grilling just before this, so I might still have a little fajita stuff on my hands. Hopefully I cleaned them off. Yeah, I got them. How are you, Sensor 226? Welcome. So how was your weekend so far, your holiday weekend? Remembering Memorial Day and all that good stuff? What were you carrying this weekend? Anything exciting? I can tell you I was carrying my Buzz actually today, and I figured it was appropriate. It was all blacked out in honor of Memorial Day. Sort of a kind of a, like, you know, people wear a black armband in memory. I felt like that was sort of a kind of a, you know, a way to remember Memorial Day. Electric Buzz, welcome. Worked the whole weekend. Good old Elementum today. Now, is that the liner lock Elementum or the button lock Elementum? And is it the Civivi Elementum or is it the Wii Elementum? Did you get the fancy one or did you get the hard working one? Electric Buzz, we're just saying hello. Just curious what everybody's carrying. How was your weekend? Just to let everybody know, just in case anybody's dialing in or calling in, just jumping in or whatever we call it. I don't know, going live, jumping in on the stream. I don't know the exact terminology, but we'll make it up as we go along right here. I was thinking that whatever, depending on what you were expecting, this is not going to be a giveaway evening. This is just sort of a little quick live stream to keep the tradition going and all that good stuff. The original liner, okay. You've been tempted to pick up the Wii Elementum. That one looks really nice. Now, it reminds me a lot of my Sakshi. I have a Wii Sakshi that's really nice. It's a little similar, but not quite, right? Different kind of a look. Very much of a thinner blade on the Sakshi than the Elementum, but I do like those. The Steel Recon 1 and the Pyrite. Very good. Awesome. Yeah, I was working all day today, too. I was getting ready for a big project, and that was one of the reasons why I started grilling late. We have a CRP going on tomorrow. That's a conference room pilot for software where we have a bunch of users. They go in there and start testing the configuration we put in place, and I've got to get all the users configured that they had requested to be set up for those guys to use. So, you know, IT stuff, boring, nerdy stuff, but that was my day today. Penguin Plus TI, nice. So you got the titanium Penguin Plus, nice. I like that one. I do have a Penguin Plus myself. Matter of fact, I just sold my original Penguin Plus on navsale.com. If you haven't checked that out, I know I sound like a commercial, but seriously, I have a link. I do have a link in the description if you didn't know that, and it costs you nothing if you click on the link. I get a little something for the channel for every time you open that link, and it doesn't change anything. All it does is just gives a little credit toward the channel for every time you use it. But I sold my my Penguin Plus. It was the titanium one with the wire clip. It's kind of like a smooth titanium because I have the traditional pocket knives titanium. The one with the jig titanium, I like that one. The Penguin Plus is really cool, Electric Buzz, if you haven't had a chance to check it out. I like the flipper on there. My personal favorite, that's just, you know, it's probably because I have the whole set, but I have the Mini Penguin and the Penguin Plus, all from traditional pocket knives. They're exclusive, the ones with the jig titanium and M390 blade steel. It's really nice. I kind of like those. Right. Well, thank you, Michael J. Or Mike J. Welcome this evening. Rocky, welcome this evening. You would like to pick up the Atom. I will tell you, this Chavez, now I don't know if you've seen the videos yet, but a apparently I released a video for the unboxing accidentally early, and if you do that and then you re-release it, it keeps the date of the original unboxing. So my unboxing is like 5 days, 6 days before the actual, when I tuned the detent and I put in the skiff washers. So there is actually an unboxing for this, and you may not have seen it. I know because there's only like 25 views of it, which is really small, but it's just, it kind of got lost, and I didn't know how YouTube's algorithm works. So what I should have done is delete the video and recreate it, but I didn't. So lesson learned, but there is, if you want to see the unboxing for this. Now, what I like about this, Rocky, and I know, I don't know if you guys know, it's a really great knife. It's heavy. This is a big boy. It's strong, very, very thick, robust blade and everything, but it has really sharp corners, okay? And I didn't care for that. You can see the sharp corners up here, right? So I actually kind of I sanded down those corners, and then I polished them out a little bit. So it just looks like it's a little wear on there. I don't know if you can see that. And what it does, it takes away the digging, because it started giving me a blister there. So that was the first thing I did. And then I loosened the detent. My opinion is, as heavy as this blade is, and some people, you may not like a blade that drops. This blade is heavier than some other knives that I have. This is a really, really thick blade. Matter of fact, do I have I haven't actually measured it yet, but we could probably measure this real quick and see how heavy of a blade it is, because it feels like it's more than 1/120th of an inch, right? So let's just go measure that. Yeah, it's 1/160th of an inch. It's almost 2/10 of an inch. That's a thick blade. Yeah, that's significantly thicker. It's like 40% thicker than most of my normal thicker blades. But and by the way, the scales aren't milled out at all. But I loosened the detent just enough where the blade drops with the weight. But it's a very controlled drop. I don't know if you can see that. It's not a guillotine drop. It really is very controlled. It's very smooth. And to me, that's like the perfect, I think, detent for such a heavy blade. If this blade was any lighter, yeah, it would definitely be a shake shut. But because of the weight of it, it's just perfect. And the detent for the flip is just fantastic. I mean, you can get a really nice presentation on that. I really, really, really like that. So anyways, I like this one a lot now that I tuned the detent, put in skiff washers, and softened the corners, and my clip. The clip that tears everything up, I took it off and I smoothed the inside of it out. I may do that on the skull one and then try that. The reason why I didn't do the skull is because it's a much wider clip and it was more aggressive there, and I felt like it was going to really, really tear up my pockets quite a bit. So maybe I'll work on that to smooth that. I've got another clip I need to work on for my Spyderco smock. Let's see here, who else joined? Got Electric Buzz, Rocky, yes, we got Mike J, Sensor. There's a few other folks here I haven't seen them yet, but welcome, whoever else is here. We're just kind of doing a Memorial Day live. It's not going to be a super long one tonight, guys, because, yeah, it's a holiday. You know, I've got family, we grilled, we have some desserts, and we might go out in the yard and play some games. So, you know, but I did want to get together and just say hello to everybody and wish everybody a happy Memorial Day. Hope you guys at least had a way to celebrate it a little bit, or at least take a break or something. So the skull clip for me it is a bit much, but I would consider using it once in a while if I can get that smooth, if I can get that rounded, okay? But it's kind of out of my aesthetic. I get that it's part of the knife, and so I would consider putting it on and trying it, but yeah, it's not a knife that I would probably wear, you know, like to work or out in public or to church, because it's you know, it's not quite my aesthetic, though I appreciate it, but I would like to round it so that it functions better if I'm going to put it on there. But I know some people love it, so, you know, I do appreciate the uniqueness of it for sure. Yeah, I like deep carry too. Like this TRM Atom, this one deep carries all the way to the very, very tip there. And I like that. It's a titanium clip here as well, and that's a nice deep carry clip. I really do enjoy that, and I put that on my Buzz too. It's a pretty deep clip too. You can see that. Pretty nice deep carry on that one as well. I think, yeah, this one's super deep. This one's like ultra deep. The Result, the Love Them Knives Result, that's really nice too. I like that one. And of course, all Benchmades typically are pretty deep carry. I mean, relatively deep, right? You like the goodness of this, the skull. Yeah. You know, it is. Chavez, you know, when you look at a Chavez and you look at a knife and you see the skull, you know immediately it's a Chavez. But to me also, I can tell it's a Chavez as soon as I look at this, right? It has a very unique design. By the way, that kickstop is phenomenal and it's very addictive. It has a very nice, clicky, nice acoustic to it. I really do enjoy that a lot. So, but yeah. Yeah, I love them knives did an outstanding job. Until I got the Exciton, this was absolutely the best button lock I had. And I would say this button lock on this one here, and I may insult some of you guys, so please, you know, I know it's not USA made and everything, but this was as good as my ProTech Mordax. And I like that Mordax a lot. Okay, I did. It's still a knife that I'm going to keep searching for, but I've not made it a highest priority, honestly. My McNeese Mac 2 3.5 is the next one I'm going to be hunting for, and hopefully on Wednesday I'll be able to wrangle one up. I'm going to try really hard if I can beat everybody to the punch. But yeah, this was the best one. And then the Exciton came out. Now the only difference is the Exciton is a little bit, you can see it's a little bit longer, a little bit bigger, and so for some, this may break their enjoyment of it, because it is a big knife. You have a lot of extra room, and to get the clip down here, you only get 1 or 2 fingers on there, as opposed to typically in a knife you get 2 or 3 fingers. You get to work the button. You have to go up a little higher to work that, right? So for some people, if you may not like that, but I like it. I like it a lot. I like this one. I think I would like, from everything I've seen, I'm pretty sure and I'm pretty confident I would like this one more than the Ziphius, right? The Ziphius looked really, really cool. It did get blade, folding knife, and button lock. Texas Blade Show award, the best one. But this is more my aesthetic and my appeal, my look on the knife. So I like this one. So what did you guys been carrying this weekend? Have you guys been focusing in on a particular knife or anything? And Rocky, I figured I'd just go ahead and ask, are you grilling tonight? I grilled fajitas tonight. Fajitas and vegetables, so that's what I did. I was grilling that earlier. It was chicken fajitas, I think. We've had a lot of steak lately. We had filet mignon a couple days ago, and I grilled that, and it was really good. But tonight we had grilled fajitas, chicken fajitas, really good. Hello, I want to make sure I say it correctly. Tyler Williams, welcome. How you doing, Tyler? Is it Cheeto Bandito? Cheeto Bandito, like, is that like the Cheetos? Wasn't that from one of the commercials from the Cheetos, Cheeto Bandito, when he was trying to steal the Cheetos or something, if I remember correctly? If I'm wrong, forgive me. Okay, that's where my mind went, and if I'm completely wrong, sorry. Hey, Matt, how are you? Welcome. It was a Fritos. Okay, Fritos, that's where it came from. Okay. I thought it was a commercial. I like that though, Cheeto Bandito. At first I wasn't sure how to pronounce it, then when I looked at it and broke it up, I was like, oh, okay, that sounds familiar. The next Devo drop, okay, the Growler 2. Yeah, did anybody watch Lefty's live stream? Can't really talk about, but he mentioned something on there that I'm really looking forward to. I missed the MASH, and so looks like there's going to be new opportunities, you know, because Blue Creek, if y'all didn't know, I think the guy who owns Blue Creek, he's going to be shutting it down because he's got to focus on some things. And that's where the MASH was an exclusive through, but Kevin did say he's going to have the MASH coming out elsewhere, which is cool because I actually got a chance to try a MASH. Somebody sent me in the MASH, and I'm trying to remember who that was, and if you're on here, let me know if you want to mention it. I think it might have been you, Electric Buzz. I'm not sure. I could be wrong, but it's really cool. I have to admit, I really do like it. Yeah, another MASH, but a different... Okay, I can't really say anything. If you want to find out, just go check out his live stream. About 10, 20 minutes into it, okay? But I said I wouldn't say anything. But it's going to be cool, and it'll definitely be something really nice. I did find out on the stream, he talked about he is going to bring out the Pony Stout. He's going to do a nicer version of it. I think he's shooting for 165, 175. It's going to be like S90V steel and titanium scales. I think that would be really cool. That would be like a high-end version of the Pony Stout. So it'd be kind of a nice little version like this. I like that idea. This is a really great knife, and I'm thinking of putting it in the car. But I'm also thinking of, I haven't been carrying it a whole lot because, you know, we're getting really close to that 2K. And I got to start thinking about what am I going to do, you know, with the 2K. You know, I probably want to give at least 2 or 3 knives away. So I'm thinking this might become one of the giveaways. So I haven't really carried this much anymore. And I took the clip that I had on here and I put it on, put it on the Buzz, which I really like. So I think this looks really nice, kind of like a tuxedo. But thinking this might be, maybe this might be a giveaway. I don't know. We'll see. So the growler, I don't remember the growler. I've got there's so many variants now that are out there. So the mash reminds me a lot of the Buzz, but without the front flipper part, right? And but still really, really cool. And I like it. It's a different feel and aesthetic altogether, but I still really like it. So yeah, one of the other giveaways when we do, so here's the thing. When we reach 2K, I should have broken that 4K mark. And I hope by then, you know, if YouTube is kind enough, allows me to, you know, apply and do all that good stuff, the channel will be monetized. So that will help toward, it's not going to be much. From what I've heard from everybody, you know, it'll be a few bucks, but it's not going to offset a whole lot of things, but it'll definitely allow the channel to have, you know, maybe a little more validity amongst the knife manufacturers, and hopefully they'll take a look at us and, you know, maybe throw a little love this way, and maybe it could be a little love towards you guys with a giveaway. That's what I'm hoping. So, yeah, I missed the MASH 2 drop too. I missed it. And with Blue Creek going, you know, shutting down, it's like a real bummer. Yeah, Rocky, money definitely flying away there. So, one of the things that so if you guys go and you guys do buy one and you beat me to it, let me buy it off of you. On Wednesday, the 31st, I believe at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time, McNee's Mac 2, the 3.5 frame lock, is going to be on sale at DLT Trading. So I'm pretty excited about that. My plan is to be on there, ready to go, logged in, and close the deal within the first 15 seconds if I can. That is my goal. So we'll see if that happens, but that's what I plan to do, and hope to pick one up. I don't care which one I get, even if I get the jigged one or I get the smooth one, I will take any one that's available, because that is one of my grail knives. I've been wanting that knife for 2 years at least, and this was my kind of a compensation knife. I still love this knife. It has all the feel of the original Mac 2. And if you guys haven't handled the Mac 2, it seems if the aesthetics, if it doesn't jump out at you, when you do the manual, it is just smooth on a whole different level. It is just really phenomenal. I'll just say that. Waiting for the Voodoo. Yeah, I thought it was this weekend too, and apparently it isn't. But he's going to be shipping out, I guess, the pre-orders before Blade Show, right? That's his goal. So I'm wondering if he's going to have the drop, you know, I don't know if he's going to do it right before or after for the sale. So we'll see. Rocky, if you're here before me, let me know. Because I was looking at him on his Instagram, and I wasn't exactly sure what. And I will tell you, this week has been a crazy, crazy week for me. I have been working so many hours. We've got big projects. So I'm just excited that I got videos out in time. I think one day this week I was late in dropping a video. It was released. I had it on the wrong day, and I didn't realize it till like an hour or two later. And so then I released it immediately. So if any of you guys look at 9 o'clock for the drop of the video, I was missing a video this week. It was just late because of that. I had it on the wrong day. Oh, they are coming out late. Yeah, I would, you know, I'm gonna try again. I tried the last time he had a drop on him, and like I said, I think Rocky, we talked about this. I had it in my cart, and I think within 30 seconds or less than 30 seconds, 20 seconds, I was ready to check out, and it was gone. And then there was one more available. I went in, tried to get that one, tried to close it out. Of course, it was sniped right out of my cart as well. So I missed it. Had I picked the second one up, I probably would have owned one. I feel like that's going to be a lot like the MSI. You know, the Microtech MSI. Is that the one you're talking about there, Electric Buzz? You're talking about the Microtechs? Oh, you're going to sell a few Microtechs to get ready for all these drops. Okay, I got you. I see what you're saying. That's cool. Yeah, I do need to do a knife sale at some point. I've gone over the limit I kind of set for myself. I think I'm in the 60, 65, 70 range now of knives. And I thought I would never go over 50 knives. And I thought I would never go over 24 or 36 and kind of over that. And it's hard to decide which ones are going to stay and which ones are going to go. There are some that I think could go, and then there's some that I really like. But there are a few that I definitely think could probably go that I'm not as attached to. But there's a few that I'm absolutely 100% attached to. Matter of fact, it was my birthday recently. My wife told me to buy a knife, and so I've been hunting for the perfect knife. And if it happens on Wednesday, Wednesday is going to be my birthday knife if I can get it. So that's what I'm looking forward to. The MSI and the Stitch Ramlock. Yeah, I would take either, honestly. I mean, I'm not, the Stitch doesn't speak as much to me as the MSI, but here's the thing, what I've heard, and I don't know if you've heard this, Rocky or Electric Buzz or Sensor, of any of you guys. Oh, you got to go tap, you got to have tap dancing fingers? Yeah. Yeah, you got to be like zzz, super fast. Right, right. Or, yeah, or be a computer or be a robot, I guess. Like Data from Star Trek, how fast he used to be able to go, I guess, or Flash from DC Comics. But anyways, yeah, you're right. You've got to be fast. But I heard, back to Rocky, I heard that the Stitch action is better than the MSI consistently. It just seems to work as they intended it. Some of the MSIs, it's early production, right? They're all running through it, and so you know there's going to be stuff that's not going to be perfect. But from what I've heard, it's more consistent. People have had more consistency with the Stitch Ram lock than they have with the MSI. Now, some people have great MSIs for the Ram lock, and some people have not great. So I don't know. Oh, it had a sight freeze on you on Thursday? That's a bummer. Was that for the MSI? What am I going to sell? Well, there's one that I was thinking of selling, but I think that's going to be part of the giveaway. It's going to be it's going to be the more expensive knife giveaway. And so it is oh, I have to look it up because I haven't carried it in so long. It's not a knife that I normally carry. I liked it, and then I just got too many other really cool knives, and it kind of fell out of the rotation. So I was actually going to put it up for sale, but then when I realized, I felt like, this would be probably a good knife for a giveaway. So let's see if we can find my list of knives. All right, so the one I was thinking about is, yeah, it's the CMB Spear. Thinking that's going to be a giveaway. That'll be my big high-end giveaway because that's a $170 knife. And again, coming out of my own pocket. So if it'd be awesome if some manufacturer were to give something really cool to the channel for our 2K giveaway. That'd be great. But I'm just a normal guy that just reviews the knives that I like, and maybe it doesn't always speak out to everybody, but you see what I like, and you guys at least get an honest opinion and get honest feedback, and I'm genuine about every one of these knives and why I like them. And then if I have a knife I don't like, you know why too. But oh, okay, a GEC dog leg at the Knives ships free. See, I've not ever shopped there before. Oh, has wear in the pocket longer than most. Okay, all right, that's good to know. Yeah, Electric Buzz. I'll tell you what. If I figure out what that is, I will let you know. I meant to kind of go through my inventory, but I was also supposed to clean out the garage this weekend. We're installing a garage door opener in the second garage. My sister-in-law is renting a room from us because she's staying here with her sister, and that's cool. And so I figured, we have a storage facility. We cleaned out that garage. She can park her car in. She got a new car, so I thought it would be good for her to park it in there. And she's willing to buy a garage door opener, and I said, go for it. But I haven't had a chance to do that, so that's a bummer. And then I also need to go through all the knives and kind of make that decision. I don't know about you, so I have to ask, does anybody else go through and sell some knives, and then do you have to go through that wrenching decision of you pick it up and you go, yeah, I'll sell this one, and then you're like, oh, well, wait a second. I don't know. Okay, all right. Well, okay, maybe not. Okay, maybe I'll do this one. Well, no, okay, maybe not. Okay, well, maybe I'll do. Do you go through that? I do. It's kind of like the little kids. My boys, when they're younger, we used to clean out their rooms. And whenever we'd clean out their rooms, they had toys that would be everywhere. And we'd organize it and put their toys, and we'd have them to put a list of toys you're going to keep, toys you're going to give away. Suddenly they discover toys they hadn't seen in a while, and they pick it up and they just want to play with it. So, I don't know. You finally let three knives go. Yeah. Well, Electric Buzz, I had some really high end knives that I sold because I just couldn't rationalize keeping those, right? Um, and the other reason is, I'm doing this channel. I want to be able to try other knives. There's other knives I want to buy. Now, it's been really awesome with the loaner knives and then the Apex pass around. I've had a chance to try out a cool few knives. I've got a bunch of unboxings dropping, both from the Apex pass around and from some of you awesome subscribers who loaned to me some knives. And so I'm super excited about dropping those here really really shortly. But yeah, I may have to do the two in a day thing again to catch up because I am so far behind. Okay, so you're gonna go hang out with my wife since its kiddos are down and asleep. Yeah, hey, happy knife. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for jumping in, man. Have a great Memorial weekend and have a good time there. Uh, Enjoy that quiet time with the kids down. That is, I remember that, man. As soon as that happened, it was like you didn't want to make noise, but at the same time, it was like a really nice time. So go enjoy that. Yeah, we're not going to be on here really, really long tonight, just so everybody knows, because I want to go outside and play some games with my kids and my wife, and we want to go and hang out a little bit. And I think she's making a nice dessert, so we're going to go finish that up. And so, but I did want to just kind of talk to everybody and see how everybody was doing. I mean, I figured it's a Memorial holiday, might as well say hello and see how everybody is and what you're up to. So, does anybody? Oh, you're looking forward. See, I'm looking forward to get the Wii Exciton. I like. Yeah. So Michael J. One thing I have noticed there still seems to be some inventory out there, but they get dropped at certain dealers. So what I do, and I don't know about you, but I've been looking for like the Magnese Mac 2 3.5 for a while, and I get on every one of those. Email me, notify me, and then if I've done one of those and I've already been notified, I make sure that in my phone I can set it up to alert me if something like that comes in. So I do that because I really want to know about it. So I would say definitely check that out because the Exciton, you probably can get it in other places. I believe somebody in here, and help me if somebody can remember. Who was it? They bought the Exciton, the Damasteel variant, which sounds really cool, and I like Damasteel. I mean, obviously, I have it on my Peña Mula here. This is a great little knife. If you haven't had a chance to check this out, this is Riot made, but it's a Damasteel. Damasteel is awesome, great steel. I would definitely. I've considered seriously. I considered seriously the Damasteel in some of the Wii knives, but I just couldn't pull the trigger because there was other knives I wanted first. So Electric Buzz, if you've never sold any knives, how many knives do you have now? Either if you buy regularly, you're probably going to be. I suspect you're going to have between 50 and 200 knives. I bet. And if you buy them once in a while, then maybe you're going to. I'm going to guess maybe 20 to 50 knives. Or you're going to totally blow me out of the water and you're going to say, no, I have 400 knives. I know some people who have that many knives. Have you ever seen the Birdshot guys? Um, um, they have an insane collection of knives. I mean, for a while there, the number of Wii knives they had alone was more than my entire collection. They really they put it to shame. You sold for the first time. Most of them were excess landers. Okay. Oh, you're talking about the NAFS knives lander. I have two. Um, Matter of fact, that probably is going to be one of the other giveaways. I have I think yeah, it's going to be one of the landers. Now I will tell you, that lander is the lander I got in the Kickstart. So I got it directly from Ben himself. So it'll be kind of a special one. And the only reason why I'm selling that one, it's not, it's a it's a budget knife, and I have that Smoky Mountains Knife Works exclusive, and I really like that one. Matter of fact, I carried that this week as well. I really like that knife a lot. I was very tempted by the Urban EDC drop that they had with the Sagai pattern on there, but it wasn't really quite what I was hoping it would be. But that M390 steel, man, I was really tempted. The only thing is, to really pull me in for that, give me titanium liners, give me a titanium clip of some kind, and give me contoured scales. Make sure it's carbon fiber or titanium, something really nice. I'm not quite the micarta guy, so micarta is not going to pull me in. But I know a lot of people who like Landers probably like micarta, so it's kind of a sort of the knife style, if you will. It's kind of like what Ben Peterson, he really likes micarta, I believe. You give them away a lot. Yeah, I do too. I've actually given quite a few knives away. Matter of fact, I got to buy a knife for my buddy. His birthday's coming up, and I'm planning to buy him something. I've got an idea of what it is. I'm not sure. I mean, I don't want to go too crazy because I'm not sure if he'll absolutely carry it, but I think it'll be a knife he might like, so we'll see. I mean, I like my Shaman, but you've got to really appreciate knives to like a Shaman, right? You got to like the size and the build and the shape of everything. This is always a fun one. I do have one knife coming in this week I'm super excited about. I did pick up one of those Mannix, an S110V. So, and then of course I bought some titanium scales for it, and I bought the Flytanium insert lock, and I bought the OCD for EDC, the custom spring, and the ceramic ball for that. And then I also got a new custom lanyard hole kind of insert that comes with it. So yeah, that'll be a few videos. You'll see me do an unboxing, probably a review, and then I'm going to do basically an upgrade on it. It's going to be a modification of it. I'm looking forward to it. I wasn't really sure I wanted to do the Mannix, but then when I saw the Mannix 2, not the XL, I really liked that. It looked like it would be a size that I think I would enjoy. From what I gather, and if you guys have it, the Mannix 2 is close to the Shaman size, right? You guys correct me if I'm wrong, but that's what I thought I read. I'm not sure. You had 6 landers. That's a lot of landers. You're getting ready for a landing of landers. There you go. Ben would love that. You would definitely get like Uber status with Ben. All right, Rocky, go water your yard, man. Have a great evening. We're probably going to be signing off here in about half an hour, so I may not be here if you check back online. But hey, thanks so much for jumping in. Appreciate it. You guys have a great Memorial weekend. Enjoy watering your yard, and hopefully have a nice glass of bourbon while you're out there. 6 landers to the moon, yeah. Now, Tyler, have you bought any of the custom landers? Oh, speaking of that, did you all see Unlock Composites dropped his lander scales? Tyler, I don't know if you know that, since you have all those landers. Did you see that? He has the Unlock Composite scales. I was really tempted to buy it, and I actually reached out to him, and I asked him about it because he has that insert, for the left and right hand. And I didn't like how it stuck out a little bit, but I did find out from him that was the first drop of it, first variant, but he's going to have other ones where it's going to be right hand only or left hand only, so there will be no clip insert on the opposite side. You know what I mean? How he has that little, I don't have one here with it, but he has that, like here's a clip on this side, but there's an insert for the cutout. He's going to have some that aren't going to have any of the insert. It's going to be just smooth, which I like. I'm really looking forward to that. Well, I will say cheers to you. I'll raise the glass right here to you. So have a good one. Yeah, I do agree, Tyler. When you get rid of some, what it does, it just justifies you getting a few more. And then all of a sudden you feel like when I got to tell you, I sold that Penguin Plus, the second one I had. As soon as I sold it, I thought, what can I get now? That was my first thought. Instead of, oh, okay, well, now I got a little more room. No, it was like, what can I get now? Yeah, Tyler, I agree. His scales are really phenomenal. They are. I have them on my baby banter and my wee banter. I can't wait till he drops the ones for the big banter. He is working on them. They're in the queue after the lander. Once he's done with the lander, he's doing that. Now, the reason why it seems like, okay, you all know He's one guy. He does all the machining himself, but not only does he do the machining and make it available to us, he sells them to other places like Nav's Knives, Ben Peterson's site. He actually sells some of those scales, and he got a large order to sell over there. Now, obviously, Ben's going to sell them a little quicker. He has more exposure over there, but so when he's making these knives, sometimes he's making them not just for us to buy, he's making them for bigger orders, right? So I just want to get in on the queue so I can put in the order and then be in the queue whenever he makes them. Matter of fact, I even said, hey, if you open the order for the Big Banter, I will prepay, pre-order. You know how I hate pre-ordering, but I would pre-order the Big Banter scales. I would absolutely pre-order those scales, no questions asked. I cannot wait for those. So I think since last time, what did I open? I'd opened the Buzz. I don't know if did we talk about the Buzz last week? I had some opening this week. What am I forgetting? I feel like I'm forgetting something I opened this week. Oh my goodness. Remember. I have to go here and look at the inventory. I'm sure I'm forgetting something. Well, I know I haven't ordered quite as many because I did get a few in, and because we got a lot of loaners and I got a lot of things coming through the Apex group. Like I had a chance to, I got that full immunity from Benchmade. I got the prototype from Benchmade directly, and that one is going to be kind of cool. I'll do an unboxing of that. It's a cool little knife. I get it. Benchmade's more expensive now, but hey, Just Nate, welcome, welcome. But I mean, their quality is pretty good. I gotta admit. Is Hogue just as good for less? Yes, absolutely. But that's the question. Like, there's a couple of them from Benchmade that I will seriously consider. I believe there's I don't know if it's DLT Trading or if it's Knife Works or if it's who it is, but there is a mini Adamas in carbon fiber scales with a crew wear without the coating on the blade that looks really cool. And I'd really like to get, and that one's probably more than it should be, but I would seriously get that one. I miss having my mini Adamas. I really like that knife. I wish I hadn't gotten rid of it. I got rid of it when I had so many Benchmades, and I was like over the top in Benchmades, and I was like, let's just clean house, get rid of them all. And unfortunately, I cleaned house and got rid of so many so quick that all of a sudden I was like, I probably got rid of too many. Yeah, I agree. I mean, now I will tell you, the mini bug out wasn't quite my cup of tea, but this is the one bug out that I have liked is the M390 with the aluminum scales. Now, yeah, you can get the Flytanium, and matter of fact, you can get the unlocked composite scales. Those look really cool. If I had gotten a bug out and it had like the G10, I think I would have absolutely put the unlocked composite scales. But the thing I didn't like about the bug out was it was always S30V steel. Now, I get their heat treat's supposed to be decent or whatever, but I still feel like S30V steel, I would like a little nicer premium steel than that, if I'm going to pay a little extra, right? That's why I like the fact that they're doing the 3V and the 4M or 4V, 4M, I think 4M steel. I forget which one it is. I don't have any of those, so I can't quite tell you. I know 3V is one. I thought the other one is CPM 4M. Is it 4M? I think it is. Is that like the 15, is it 15M, the one that the guy who created those special editions for Spyderco? Correct me here, is it 15M or 15V? I forget if it's M or V. One of them is an M. Oh, the factory edge was terrible? Yeah. I will admit, my factory edge wasn't perfect on this one, and I was able to get that kind of back to what I wanted. Actually, no, this is not the one. This is the one that everything on, I will tell you, on this mini bug out, this Benchmade, the 535-4 with the loom scales, this one was probably the most perfect Benchmade I'd ever gotten. Being lined up, everything. The action was great. I mean, you get the full drop shut and everything. I mean, yeah, it doesn't always happen. I know sometimes it takes a little bit of work to get it there. And that's kind of a bummer, when you have to do that. You don't want to spend that much and then have to do that. Still my favorite. I love the EMP EDC Relative. One of my favorites, especially with the skiff washers if you haven't gotten that. Oh yeah, that's what I got this week. I got the titanium scales. Well, no, I think I had those last week, I think. Yeah, I think I had these last week. I actually carried this quite a few times this week, and I really enjoy carrying that a lot. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, I did have this last week, I'm pretty sure. Because I dropped it this week on some rocks. And I got a little micro scratch there. But you know what? This is a knife I'm going to use, and I enjoy carrying, so it happens. I did re-edge it. I had to put a kind of a longer edge on there. It wasn't quite perfect up on the top when I first got it. And I didn't quite finish polishing it yet, but it's definitely way sharper than it was. So it's definitely nice. It was really rough and microchips under the microscope. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's a bummer. That's a bummer. Just Nate saying hello to Electrobuzz and Cheeto Bandito. So, real quick, for all those new folks who joined, what have you been carrying this week? And what are you in the hunt for? Especially with Blade Show coming up, because you know they're either going to hold up, they're either going to let you know what they're going to be releasing at Blade Show, so you'll find out things upcoming, or they'll drop a bunch of cool stuff to make room for the new stuff. Sometimes it's, you know, it's one of those things where you might not find anything or you might see a lot. So I'm kind of curious. I know I'm really excited about Wednesday. Like I said to anybody else, if you happen to beat me there on Wednesday and you're a second faster than me, buy two and let me buy one off of you. Wednesday at 11 o'clock, DLT trading, Mac knees, Mac 2, 3.5, frame lock are going to be available. It is the drop, and I am in line, ready to go. If I could, you know, sleep outside a week in advance, I would. I really want that knife. I've been hunting for that knife for a long time. The Pulsar and the Pyrite. I like the Pulsar. I need to carry that a little more. I haven't carried that in a while, and every time I take it out, I really enjoy it. That is a fun knife. Yeah, especially I changed the Omega springs on mine. Did you change your Omega springs on yours by any chance? That made a huge difference for me. I really like the stronger Omega springs. Oops. Of course, you got to get your finger into the thumb hole. But get the stronger Omega springs really, really make this a much more enjoyable knife. It wasn't that it was bad before, but it's a little soft. This makes it definitely a lot more fun. So I do enjoy that. Oh, so you have a Kvist, is it pronounced Kvist or Vist? Kvist? I don't know. PE2 tomorrow? Now, is that a drop that's coming in tomorrow, or is it coming in? Are you receiving it tomorrow? You haven't changed your yet, just Nate? I will tell you, I don't know if, maybe yours is not soft, but mine was pretty soft, and I wanted to do it. And I actually have a video on it, so you can see all the fun stuff. Learn some tricks on how to get this back on here, because these screw off, and you got to get in right order to make it easy on yourself, because it is a little challenge at first. If you got it from your friend, did they have the extra springs in there? Usually it comes with the extra set of springs. A Django. What is a Django? Oh, the Padre. Yeah, so the Padre, is that the Kickstart one that they had? That was just about to get is that the new Kickstart? The one he's been kind of hinting at that's got that kind of grayed out version that looks like a little, like a super stonewashed kind of thing. So you carried the Remington Baby Bullet, okay. The Sodbuster Jr., the Kaiser Towser K, the PM2, yep, Paramilitary 2, Cold Steel Finn Wolf, the NAS Lander, all right. The Finch Holiday, the Easy 3, the Civivi Elementum Fixed Blade. Okay, very cool. Okay, the Leatherman Wave Plus at home and the Surge at work. Yeah. I was actually looking at getting either one of those. Now, is the Surge the smaller one and the Wave's the bigger one, or am I thinking the other way around? I wanted to get a small one I could put in the car, because I have the starts with an R. The one I have, my Leatherman, it's not here, it's over on the desk, but yeah, I definitely wanted to get a knife. I kind of wanted to maybe check out that titanium one. It would be really fancy, but I almost feel like that might be overkill. But I really wanted the rebar. That's the one I have. Yep, I have the rebar. That was the first one I got. Now, I noticed it didn't have screws you could tighten, which I was a little disappointed, but still USA made, so I was happy about that. Okay, Action's a bit, okay, it's a bit small, but the action's great. All right, that's cool. I will tell you, Electric Buzz, I agree with him too. I have two landers, right? I have the lander, I got it directly on the Kickstart um, from Ben himself when he shipped those out. And then I bought the Smoky Knife Mountain Knife Works exclusive, the one in S35VN and with the Mars Valley carbon fiber. I love that one. That one's amazing, and it's really smooth, and it works. Even though it's small, it's very functional small. And I have large hands widthwise, medium lengthwise. My fingers are shorter, but my hands are definitely large widthwise, and so I could get a full four fingers on it. So if you have extra large or double extra large hands, you might be a three finger knife or three and a half. Ah, Peter, Peter Peter built knife guy. Peter built knife guy. All right. I always got to try to figure out what your name is when it's pushed together. But Peter built knife guy. Welcome. Hello. We are just going to hang out till probably another 15 minutes or so. It is a Monday. It's a holiday. I wanted to just kind of hang out. Normally we might go to 9 or 10 o'clock, but it's a holiday. I really want everybody to go spend some time, and we're going to probably go out and play some games in the yard here in a little bit. So I wanted to do that and have some dessert with everybody. But I did want to jump on and talk to everybody. Oh, you have your McNeese 3-inch. Oh, and the case and Case Texas toothpick. What is that? Is that a case knife? It's called a Texas toothpick. I'll have to look that up. That's cool. All right. So I'm I really want to get that 3.5-inch McNeese. I'm looking forward to it. I'm hoping I can get it. If not, well, we'll just keep hunting. But all right, so Peter, we were just kind of talking about what we carried this week, maybe what everyone's on the hunt for, anything exciting going on, stuff like that. What do they think is the big reveal for Blade Show? Uh, we talked a little bit about Lefty's live stream, but I can't really talk about it unless you go just watch it. He's talking about some cool things with Blue Creek shutting down the doors because I believe the guy wants to focus more on his family and work. I think he got a promotion, so he couldn't really do that anymore. Those exclusive mash, they are going to be picked up elsewhere, and Lefty did tell me that yeah, they will be coming out elsewhere. So we just have to wait for that. But it's good to know because I missed the version 2 mash. And after I got a loaner on that one, I really, really like it. So I definitely got to pick one of those up. Oh, the AWT? Is that what is it, the AWT? I saw they make the Manix. They also make scales for the Manix too, because I was on the hunt for the Manix 2 scales because that was one of the knives I ordered. And that one's coming in this week. And I wanted to get some titanium scales for it. And I was trying to see what was available. And that was one of those that I saw. And I didn't really know much about them. Okay, so you had S110V on a bug out. That's cool. So I assume, was that a custom bug out to get the S110V, or was that just a special drop of the bug out? Because that's not a steel you normally see on the bug out, right? That's like one of those special steels. Yeah, applied weapons technology. That's what I remember. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I did see that in YouTube. I was looking at some of those. I hadn't heard much about it. How do you like those scales? Are those pretty good? Tyler, I just want to tell you, I'm still jealous that you're carrying your McNeese. I assume it's your the manual frame lock, and is it buttery smooth like the ones that I've handled before that I want to acquire again? Okay, so the bug out is S30, S30V, but the UKPK is the S110V. So that's an exclusive, I assume. And I'm not sure what UKPK stands for. I'm assuming that's some sort of store. And if I should know what it is, I'm sorry. The Archon scales are great. The Archon scales are great too. Okay, that's cool. Oh, I didn't even say hello. Me with knives. Hello, welcome. That's cool. So check out the Archon scales and the Applied Weapons to Applied Weapons Technology scales. Okay, I'll have to do that. So I got some good good word of mouth now as far as that's concerned. Because you see, sometimes you see little videos for it, and you're not sure, is that just, the first scales that were ever made, and you're not sure, is it really a good scale or not? You kind of want to hear people's experience with it. All right. So, all right. Yeah. So, the other one that I was really tempted about this week too, it is the gold. Because I haven't really considered buying it yet, but it's the I have to go find it. See if I can get that. There's another knife drop that looks like it's about to happen, and it is. Where are you? Well, I don't know if I can find it here quickly enough, but there's another. It's the it's the one that has the interchangeable scales that are dimpled, and then the other one have wavy design on it. It's really a front flipper. It's a pretty square, kind of rectangular looking knife. Looks pretty clean. It's made by Bestech. Supposed to be dropping here very shortly. I'm gonna see if I can find it. It's just too many cool knives out there to keep up with every one of them. Hey, Dwayne Letterman, welcome. Yeah, we've had a great weekend so far. It's been busy, but it's been good. I worked a little bit today because I had to for a project, but that's kind of life, unfortunately. I know several other folks here have been working as well. I am going to find that knife and tell you here in 2 seconds. I think I'm coming up on it. Well, hopefully I'll find it. Oh, here it is. Yeah, it's called the Standard. It's Golden Design Works Standard. Have you heard of that one? Golden Design Works Standard. That one looks kind of cool. I like. It's an aesthetic that's going to appeal to you, or it's not. And for me, it's an aesthetic that kind of appeals to me. So here's the knife. For some it may seem really, really simple, but everyone who's handled it said it really fit, form, and function is phenomenal. And so this one, and you can get it in the ripple kind of effect, or you can get it in the smoke. And the smoke really appeals to me. That's titanium scales on top of titanium liners. So that one looks kind of cool to me. I don't know. Hello, just Nate. Welcome. Me with knives. Welcome. Yeah. Everyone saying hello. Of course you'd like it. It looks like the Mordax. Well, yeah, the Mordax, the Bigfoot knife for me. I will get one of these days. Maybe it's kind of like, since I haven't gotten it yet, maybe it's appropriate that it's been taking so long for me to get it. Maybe the one that I get, it's going to be like the Mordax to get, right? It's going to be a special edition of the Mordax. That would be cool. I would totally go for that. Like an Avalonian button on there with a beautiful textured. Now I wouldn't go as crazy with to do a Chad Nichols type Damascus or anything like that. That would be out of my budget realm, but that would be cool. Is anybody going to Blade Show here that's actually going to Blade Show? Yeah, David C. I think that's a nice knife. Everything I looked at several reviews, people who handled it, people who tend to be a little more critical of it, they all seem to like it. They say the action's really good. And to me, simplicity, I like Ray Laconico designs. I like stuff like that that's simplistic but flows and works well. You can be simplistic and work well. It doesn't have to be really over the top. I mean, even this has unique design to it, but there's a lot of simplicity in this big bulky knife. As awesome as the big giant choil that you could like strip wires with and everything, and the blade that you could probably chop off a a moose's leg width or whatever. But this is just, it's still kind of simplistic in some way, but the lines is what speaks to me and how it all flows together. I like that. I like stuff like that. And so that's why that one kind of speaks to me. So it's a little too far away. Yeah, it's a little too far away for me too. I'm all the way down in mid Texas. I'm in the heart of Texas, as we like to say. Hey, James Dean, welcome. So tonight we're just going to kind of hang out for a little bit, maybe a few more minutes. We're not going to. It's not going to be a long live stream because it's a holiday. I just wanted to jump on and say hello and see how everybody's doing. I don't want to disappoint everybody, but at the same time, give time for people to hang out with their family. I know we're about to go and play some games, so I wanted to do that and just wrap it up here. But I did want to say hello to everybody. Yeah, I'm thinking of the wave handle. Definitely, Dave. Yeah, I want to get the wave handle, and I want to do the smoke, the gray. That's where I'm very much leaning toward. And I know I have a few more days before the price goes up, right? It's still going to be on the pre-order, and they're about to ready to ship and assembling it. So I'm got to make that decision really soon. Did you get one yourself, Dave? I think it's a flat grind, but let me double check that. Let's see. Yeah, it's a flat grind, but it's a saber grind. So it's a flat saber grind, but it's a thin grind. It's not a really thick blade, so it's one of those nice slicey ones. I'm gonna guess it's a little bit like the Makani, where it's a nice thinner knife like this, and it'll be really slicey. So that's what everybody who's handled it, who got the prototypes, are saying, like Lefty and um, um, Metal Complex and Neves Knives and those guys who've all handled it. Hey, I'm just going to go ahead and throw this out there. Little, just if you haven't checked out navsale.com, go check them out. And if you haven't, I have a link for it. It doesn't do anything special except it gives a little credit toward the channel. So if you just click on that link just to go look, just clicking on the link helps the channel, and it'll help me to be able to do more stuff here for like the giveaways and other things like that, and review more things. But if you haven't checked that out, I sold my my Penguin Plus, the older one that I had, not older, but the non-traditional pocket knives jig titanium M390 version. That it was just CPM S20CV with the titanium handles. I sold one there just this week, and I'm going to probably be selling a few more knives, and I'll definitely let you guys know what I'm going to be putting up for sale if anybody's interested. But so yeah, 269. When you think about it, it's best tech made. It's titanium liners, titanium scales. There's milling in there. What I can gather is the tolerances is really good on there. It's milled titanium clip. That's not a bent clip. That's a milled titanium clip. And so there's a lot of little things that I think a 269 is a reasonable price, especially for a pre-order price. Once after it goes out of pre-order, that's definitely going to be a 300 plus knife. That's just the way it is nowadays. So there's that. The idea is that those scales can be swappable with other scales. You can do different things, kind of like, I want to say a little bit like TRM, with their scales, which is really cool. Yeah, White Mountain Knives. Use the RNK10 if you didn't know about that. You get 10% off of most knives at White Mountain Knives, if you didn't know that. I have a code, RNK10. You get 10% off. Definitely recommend you checking that out and using it. Save yourself 10%. It's on most everything. There are a few knives that are exceptions. I believe like the 80-20.5, the S35VN, and the 3V titanium, those are kind of excluded. I think there's a few other knives that are excluded, but most of them, like the Wii knives and a bunch of other ones, there you can definitely get the 10% off. I got 10% off my Pony Stout. I used that code, so you can use that code too, and it just helps the channel. What it does is eventually, Joshua out there, he's gonna either give some knives to the channel for us to review, or for a giveaway or something like that, gets credit toward the channel. So at some point, whenever that builds up enough momentum, it'll be a benefit to the channel. So, but if nothing else, it's a benefit to you. 10% off. Yeah, Bestech is often over 300. Just like Riyadh is often over 350, even 400. Yeah, Jack Wolf knives. Those are excluded. That's right. I wish they weren't, but they are. And I did finally get to handle my first Jack Wolf. I got to tell you, that thing is really sweet. I'm very torn. I'm just not a slip joint guy, but that one is seriously pushing me over the edge when I have a little extra. Like right now, I'm really limiting my purchases because I'm waiting for Wednesday. I'm really hoping I can score that one knife I've been looking for a long time. So, well, all right. So real quick, we wrap it up. What is everybody looking? What are y'all in the hunt for this week or for this month? What is the big gold grail knife? What are you going for? Ginger Fisher 75, welcome. Hey, we're just doing a short kind of a live stream tonight. It's not going to be the full 3 hours because it's a holiday weekend. So we're going to probably wrap up here shortly, but we sure do appreciate you jumping in. We'll definitely have a longer one next week when it's not the holiday. But I did want to just jump on and at least have a little bit of time here. We were asking folks, what have you been carrying this week? What's been in your pocket? What's been your go-to knife? And are you on the hunt for anything? I know this week, I've been carrying my TRM Atom when I got the new scales. Really enjoyed that, and of course, I've been carrying my Chavez Redemption 229 M390 blade steel, and I did mill out my clip, and I did put skiff washers, and I did smooth out the corners. All that was about to make me not want to keep the knife. And once I did that, this knife became just a gem to carry and enjoyable. I love carrying this thing now. What else have I been carrying this week? I carried the Buzz. That was a new one this week. And the Pony Stout. So I've enjoyed carrying all those. Oh, you went on the Factor, the B3 pre-order? Yeah, yeah. I was really tempted to do the pre-order, but guys, I'm not a pre-order guy. And 6 to 8 months is a really long time. I had tried to get on there right when the B2s were going to drop, but those B2s, they were gone. They were like vapor. They were a thought. They came in and out. No chance. But I did get to check out B1 Factor, and I tell you, it's a really nice knife. I do like it. I do like it a lot. But I have to tell you, because I knew about the McNeese having a drop coming up on Wednesday, that's the one I want to get. It's my knife I've been hunting for a long time. So I'm kind of holding off on that. Like you said, you're not looking because of the Factor B3 pre-order. Well, it's the same for me. Oh, man, I wish I don't know if it's still up, but I know there was a sale this weekend. Go check Urban EDC. They had some sort of sale going on, and I don't know if it's for the entire Memorial Day. Let me go look real quick. They had a coupon, and the Chavez was actually on sale, and you could have gotten like 24% off. I know that's horrible to hear now, so I'm sorry, but I'm gonna see if it's still there, and if it is, you might want to go over there real quick. Let me see if I can get there. Urban EDC. There we are. And okay, so that coupon code is gone. That's a bummer. Well, let me log in. Let me make sure it's not tied to my login. No, yeah. So there was a discount that they had for the holiday, and you could have gotten that Chavez if it was like I don't know if it was a 1 day sort of thing. They do that, by the way. If you're not on their mailing list, check out Urban EDC. Get on their mailing list because you get coupons, discounts. I get them on Sundays. Sometimes I get them for the weekend, and 24% off, and they count it toward the Chavez. And where is it? Did they sell them all out? I don't know if they did, but you could have gotten 24% off. It made a $410 knife down. It almost made me sick because I paid full price for it. It would have been really cool to save that much. It would have saved over $100 on the knife. That would have been so awesome. Anyways, definitely worth checking out. Oh, you got the EDC MicroStrike? The Sagai one this weekend? Did you get it with a coupon? Yeah, February 2024. Dave. Yeah, that's a long ways off. I did that with the Urban EDC LC, and that was, I just, I'm okay. I mean, you know, pre-orders, I don't like waiting that long for a pre-order. I'd rather just wait till it comes in and then order it if it's available. And if it's not, then it's not. And I'm okay with that. I don't, you know, I'm just not, I'm just not a pre-order guy. There's very few things that I really would ever consider pre-ordering for. So they gave 20% off. That's awesome. Yeah, that's really awesome. You can't, I mean, that's a great deal. If I hadn't gotten this one already, I would have bought that for sure, because that would have been great to get almost $100 off or $80, $90 off of it. That would have been super awesome. Ah, dinner time. All right, Peterbilt Knife, have a great evening. Thanks for jumping in. It's going to be about time for me to sign off here. We'll go a couple more minutes, and then we'll sign off for the weekend, or for the night, for Monday, for the holiday, and talk to you guys next week. Hopefully by then, I'm trying to see if I can get a giveaway lined up for next Monday. We'll see if I can find something to line up to give away. Okay, because I like to try to do that every other week at least, or at least twice a month or something. Yeah, it is clicky. Now, have you taken yours apart yet, by the way? I took mine apart, and I have the video on the when I disassembled it, and it is really cool. They are literally phosphor bronze washers on the kickstop, like my Shaman. They're little itty bitty phosphor bronze, and I cleaned that and I polished them and I did all that, and the clickiness that you hear it's this little piece right here, and after a while, it actually is very, I don't know. I find it a soothing kind of clickiness that I like. It's a little bit like when you with the Factor. The Factor has sort of a very clickiness to it too, with a little ting, nice musical ting. I like that a lot. Lecture Buzz, have a great evening. Good night. I'm going to be signing off here shortly too, so have a good one. But I like that. I like that clickiness, just like I like the Relatives has a nice acoustics as well to it. But there are a few knives that have that nice acoustics that I rather enjoy, you know. So it's a matter of what you like. That Chavez, I kind of pulled me in, so I enjoy that a lot. But if you don't, then don't get it, because you know what? It's your money, and you get the knife you want. But at first, I was a little, on the fence. But after a while, and I got to tell you, the kickstop, it is a really cool deployment. They talk about it being addictive, and I thought, and then just so many people mentioned how addictive it was. I thought, yeah, okay, I'll give it a try. Because I liked this look, this profile without the big old giant, flipper part down here where I could choke up and I could actually use the knife and stuff. Yeah, definitely cool. But that's for me. May not be for you. The F22 has some click to it. Yeah. Dave C, have a good night. Definitely have a good night. Yeah. Good night, Jason. Thanks for jumping in. If I didn't say good night to you as well. I do have an Urban EDC F5.5 that I very, very much enjoy, and I plan to, when I have some time has been an issue for me. I have this JG10. I want to dye these scales. I really like this a lot. This is very addictive, and I enjoy this knife. The action on this one is ridiculous, and it's so much fun, even left-handed. That's what I really like about it. It's very ambidextrous, so that's really enjoyable. Even though the clip itself is not, and this is a titanium liner lock, which I really enjoyed the fact that it was a titanium liner lock, and of course it's carbonized, obviously there. And then I went ahead and got the Lynch deep pocket carry clip for that. I really like that as well. I like the Lynch clip a lot better. So yes, I do have a 5.5 and I like it a lot. So Dave, are they going to do a Chavez in a smaller version with a kickstop? Is that what you're saying? That's cool. I will say this is about as big of a knife that I will go with. Reminds me a lot of like my Umnumzon, but everything about the Umnumzon that I wish the Umnumzon was, I feel like this does it for me. It has that hefty giantness that the Umnumzon had, but I can carry it and it doesn't kill my fingers. And the release of the liner lock is very uncomfortable, very comfortable, very, very comfortable. The Umnumzon wasn't. It hurt my finger and I could never tune the detent. I really did not like that. That was very frustrating. So that's what I like about that one. Yeah, this is really nice. And if you get on that Urban EDC mailing list, I didn't pay the full $239 for this. I got this like 25% off. I paid like $179 or something for this one. It was a great deal. Absolutely fantastic deal. So highly recommend maybe getting on their mailing list because they got some great sales. And that was really cool. That made this worth trying because I'd heard so much about it. And then when I got it, I was like, okay. And then I got it. I was like, oh, okay, I get it now. Very comfortable. It made me wish if I had known all this, I would have probably gotten one of the titanium scales or the Sagai one because it's so cool. But I still like this one a lot. And I think I'm going to really look forward to dyeing the scales when I have the time. Just finding the time. I need to take some days off just to have some time. Yeah, I'm thinking, there's that Orso, I think the Orso one, that long, thin one, it has a kickstop too. And I've really been on the debate about that one. I thought it would sell out as popular as it was, but it just hasn't really sold out. So I'm not sure, because sometimes you get these things that are super popular and you think it's going to sell out. And then it doesn't because, it's very much appealing to a very smaller group than it is to a larger group. Like these guys sell out just across the board because everyone likes these, right? That one with the kickstop, and like the Chavez, this sells out too, pretty much. I mean, it moves really fast for the amount of inventory they made of this one, right? But yeah, I did sell my my mini Evo. I did. I sold. Actually, no, I returned it. I didn't sell it. I returned it back to them because of the issues that I had, and they were really cool about it. I will tell you, I know it has a double click. Mine had an unusual double click. That was my third Sharp by Design, and I love Sharp by Design. I like Brian Nadeau's stuff. He is an awesome designer, and I'll definitely get something from him. If he does another Evo, I would do a larger Evo. I think a lot of it had to do with two things. It had to do with the weight of the blade, because it was a much thinner blade stock, and it was a lighter blade. And so it had to overcome that detent that I think is beautiful for a heavier, larger blade. I really do. I think, but then also too, I think mine had some issues. It was sticking really bad, and it was not like any other knife I've ever had. And so I really believe there were probably some issues that, if I felt comfortable working with his detent, if it was any other knife, a ball detent, I would have probably taken it apart and fixed it. But I don't. It was a lot of money to spend on a knife to try to hope I can fix it. And if I screwed anything up, I would have been stuck with it, right? And so it's one of those where I didn't like it enough that I would be willing to do that. So like this one, once I tuned the detent and everything else, I really, really liked it. And the only thing that was bothering me was the sharp points. And once I sanded and buffed those down, this became an instant favorite to carry. I really like this a lot. I like this. It's up there in the carry it with the Relative, which I love to carry a lot too. It's one of my favorite knives, right? It's up there with the Exciton. I really enjoyed this one a lot. It's up there with, I've had this one for 3 years now, my TRM Atom. So that's one of my favorites, right, to carry. And then I like the McNees. Those are a few of my favorites, right? I love carrying this one. I don't carry it as much because it is a higher end knife, and it's a very polished blade, and I still carry it. I guess I feel like I don't know. I have too many other good knives that I carry, and that's the thing. So anyways, we'll just leave it at that. All right, Blades and EDC, hello. Happy Memorial Day. I appreciate you jumping in. I'm about to wrap up because it is the Memorial Day holiday. We weren't going to go the full 2 hours or 3 hours. So I'm going to be wrapping up here. I said 5 minutes, and that was 15 minutes ago. So I will be wrapping up. If I say 3 minutes, will that be 10 minutes? I don't know. We'll be wrapping up in a little bit. We were just talking about knives, and we're talking about what people were carrying this week, what they had, what were some of the knives they're hunting for, what's on their hunt. Now I hope I'm saying this correctly. Is it Gauche or Gauche? Welcome and greetings from Texas to Macedonia. So welcome here. Appreciate you being here. Yeah, definitely happy Memorial Day to everyone. No audio. Oh, you have audio? Okay, so everyone else has audio. Sometimes that happens. You can mute the actual YouTube itself. There's an audio control on the computer. And sometimes I've actually had that happen when I was listening to a lot of live streams from Left EDC, and it was my connection, and I had to just close it and reopen it, and the audio came back. So hopefully that fixes it for you. Well, Tyler, I appreciate it. It was a fun night. It really was. I enjoy talking. I enjoy talking knives and chatting and stuff, and it's kind of exciting, you know. I'm hoping next Monday I have some super exciting news, and it would be really cool if I had it by then. That'll be really exciting. It's one of those, the hunt for the Grail knife. I don't know if you guys have a knife that you've been hunting for a long time, and you really, really, really want to try to get it. I feel like I have a chance, and I'm hoping I do. So we'll see what happens. Hey, Jamie, welcome. Oh, Jamie is Blades and EDC. Okay, I got you. I didn't know that. I'm terrible with names. I work in IT. I remember people's employee numbers and their IDs before I remember their name. It's just, I do numbers all day long. I write code all day long. So that's why when it comes to numbers, I tend to remember that more. Thank you. I appreciate it, Dave. Hey, and if anybody's out there, if you're there at 11 o'clock and you're at DLT and you're trying to get one, if you beat me to it, buy two and let me buy one off of you. But I'm planning, I'd like to get one. We'll see. Yeah, this is one of those Grail knives that it's definitely going to stretch the budget, but it's that's why I haven't been buying a whole lot lately. There's been a lot less knives coming through, and I am going to be having a knife sale because I do need to cover that. So, no, I totally understand that. Totally understand that. So real quick, last one. What is there any grails that you guys are hunting for? Anything cool? Anything new that you've heard of that you're really looking forward to? Any particular knife that just jumps out at you that you think you're going to be real close to? I would love to find out. Oh, the TR. Oh, yes. That's a flipper one, right? That TRM, is it called the Comet? The flipper, right? Oh, the relative electric buzz. I believe he's going to have some in. Now he may have to do this after Blade Show, but I think they're coming in, and then he'll have a drop probably a week or two after Blade Show. So look for that. Usually he's really good about having some inventory, and if you're there right when he drops them, you'll have a really good chance to get one, I think. The TRM Shadow. That's another one of those I would love to get a hold of. The one I want is the titanium one, though. That's the one I really, really want to get a hold of. If I were to get one, that would be the TRM, the titanium one. I like my bug out, and I like my Pulsar, right? And but I do think that TRM Shadow would be amazing. But I would love it in that titanium. That for me just it'd be so awesome. But it's so hard to find, right? An 8010, yes. You know what's a Grail one for me? I don't really talk about it because I can never find it, but it would be cool to find someday, is an 8020. Not a 20.5, but an 8020, an actual 8020, one of the USA made ones. I would love to get one of those. But I just can't find them being dropped anywhere. I don't even know when they come out. I don't know how that works because it's not one I've ever seen any activity on. I just see them all sold out every time I check. I put myself on the notify me when it becomes available, and I've never gotten a notification from anybody on them. So I don't know if he's working on other things or what, but you have an 8020 in titanium for sale? Oh, interesting. Can you Instagram me on that one? I'd be interested to find a little more about it. Kind of curious, the steel and what the scales are and if they're textured or smooth or what have you. That'd be kind of cool. Jamie has one. Well, I think he just said that. Yeah, so. Well, cool. Who knows? Let's talk over there if you don't mind. Elmax, that's a good steel. I do like Elmax. I do like me some Elmax. I have Elmax on this one here. It's always really nice. And I have Elmax on several other knives. Yeah, Elmax on my Spyderco. I love that. It's a nice steel. That's like an M390 kind of caliber steel, I would say. It's up there. Okay, I mean, it's not exactly, but it's up there. It has the original goat ones. Okay, I'd be interested in see that. So it's not the Andrew Demko scales, but they're the goat ones. Yeah, I would, if you would mind sending me an Instagram message and maybe a picture. I would really love to take a look there. So, all right, guys, it is about that time. It's about 8:20. We went a little bit longer just because we keep talking and we have good things to talk about. So, I mean, I can't fault us for enjoying the discussions and talking about knives. I mean, heck, I could do this all night long. I don't know about you guys, but I think we're probably going to have to wrap it up. I think my family's already outside playing the games because the house is quiet, so I'm going to have to head on out there. But hey, I really enjoyed it. You guys, thanks for joining in. Thanks for jumping on. Got a lot of cool things coming this week. I'm really looking forward to that, and hopefully have some great news on Wednesday, right? And I'm going to try to see if I can line something up for next Monday for a giveaway. We'll see if I can have that. Hopefully I will, but we'll see. But I appreciate you guys being here. I know this is a holiday weekend, so it's a short one. I did want to get back to that. Normally we would go a little bit longer, but hey, enjoy the holiday, enjoy the time off, and thank you guys for being here. You guys making it awesome. Just to let you guys know, we're at 1,800 subscribers, almost 1,810. We're real close, and I am less than 60 hours away from being monetized. So I appreciate you guys watching. If you get a chance this week, if you wouldn't mind watching some of the videos of some you haven't watched, just give it a listen. Help the channel get over there. It'll do is open the door for us. Once we're monetized, I really think other manufacturers and people will take a little more notice and allow us more opportunities. And who knows? I would love to see somebody celebrate the 2K giveaway. Maybe with somebody might help us out with that. That would be awesome if it would happen. But Electric Buzz. How about, I don't know, we want to rate someone as we sign off? What are you thinking? You have someone in mind you want to, because we could do that as we sign off. Let's see. Let me go see, who do we have? Let me go look at my subscriptions, because there's a whole bunch of people I follow, and I know some of the guys would probably love to get a little bit of, let's see, who's this? Okay, so here's one, 814 EDC. Does anybody know who that is? It's one of the first ones I picked up, but he has 949 subscribers. I don't know. Does that sound good, or do you think of anybody else? All right, so let's go ahead and do that. Let me grab his link for his channel. I'm going to post it in here. You guys go take a look at 814 EDC. He is at 949 subscribers. Let's see if we can get him close to 1,000. I don't just, there's only 10 or 15 of us here, but hey, spread the word. Ask other people to go check out his channel and help him to break 1,000. I think that would be super awesome. And that's his channel. Why don't I pick out his, let's find one of his videos. We'll do that. What's the latest video he has? He's got one here. Okay, so he's got one on the egress. So I'm going to grab that video, and we'll grab that video, and we'll just hit that one. Let's paste it. All right, so that's the video right there. If you guys want to check it out, let's all hit that one. I'm going to go to it too. I'm going to comment, and I'm going to go. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. If you do subscribe, please remember, watch a full video so that he can get credit for that subscription. They don't take it away. If you're already subbed, I understand. Maybe we can get someone else, but go check out his video and just send him some love. I'm going to do it myself here. All right. You've already subbed. Probably everyone here has already subbed to that one. All right. So, well, that's probably because he's a good one. So there you go. All right, guys. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to sign off. I'm going to wish you guys a great weekend and a great Monday night, okay? We'll talk to you guys next week. Appreciate you guys being here. We're real close. If you do get a chance, please, please consider watching some of the videos, maybe some older ones you haven't watched. Hey, if nothing else, go check some of my early videos out. You'll get a laugh out of them if you haven't already. You'll see how bad the audio is. You'll see how rough they were. It'll help you appreciate it now compared to when it was, right? But it would be great for getting those hours of watching and help the channel. I would really appreciate it, you guys, if you can. Thanks. You guys have a great evening. Bye, everyone.